Hey, what is going on, guys? Maz here. Today we're playing some Modern Warfare, team deathmatch on Ramazah. Sure, why not? Ramazah. Um, yeah, I got Modern Warfare a few months ago, because of Warzone. I was playing a lot of Warzone at the time, and I was like, oh yes, lots of fun. I'm gonna get Modern Warfare and play it all the time, forever and always. And then I've played it like 3 or 4 times, and then just never, never again. So I don't expect much from me. Don't expect this to be the best gameplay you've ever seen, and we'll be all set because this gameplay is just kind of something to look at while I ramble on to myself about whatever comes to my mind. Just, just kind of think of it like a podcast, except by myself, unplanned, and with video games. So like a podcast, but nothing like a podcast. Um, but yeah, that's a good way to explain it. I remember when I was in elementary school and early high school, I used to watch a lot of gameplay commentaries like this, where it'd just be someone to be a video game going on in the background, and they just really talk about whatever was going on. One big one that I can think of right off the bat is C Nanners. He used to do a lot of gameplay commentaries, and he would just sit down and just talk about whatever was going on that day or in his life, just life lessons, and it's like things he learned, and it's just really interesting stuff. Getting to hear someone else's perspective on topics that you can relate to, and it's something I've kind of wanted to try doing, but it's not easy. It's fairly difficult to just sit down and have to talk to yourself and not really have anyone to bounce ideas off of or just have anyone to respond to, because essentially you're just talking to nothing. And especially the way I do things, which is unplanned and just kind of, hey, I'm gonna sit down, press play, and just kind of run with it. And it helps that I'm fairly good at improvising. I did it a lot in high school for like presentations and stuff, where I knew what I was talking about but didn't feel like rehearsing stuff. So I just throw together a PowerPoint, and then literally in front of my class, I would just stand and just mumble nonsense that sounded good, because I'm pretty good at convincing. Very convincing in just whatever. If I think I'm right about something, or if I know enough on a topic for me to uh, sound like I know a lot about the topic, then I will take it and run with it. So playing Among Us with me is a real pain in the ass, because a lot of the times I think I know who it is, and I make really good cases against that person and end up getting them kicked out. But at the end of the game, it turns out, hey, that wasn't them, and I just convinced 80% of the people in the game that it was them, and then we just lost someone that could have helped. So it's a good and a bad thing. But yeah, in high school I did a lot. I remember in my history class, I had a partner, and it's not something I recommend doing, especially if other people are relying on you. But I was just kind of like, the whole time we were getting ready for the presentation, he would be like, "Okay, what are we gonna say? What are we gonna do? How are we gonna do this? What order? What are you saying? What am I saying?" And then I would just be like, don't worry, it's in the bag. It's in the bag." And the day of the presentation, I will never forget this. He kind of comes over to me and he's like, "Hey, are you ready? Like, did you study? Are you good? Do you know your parts? Are you ready to do this?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah, don't worry, man. It's in the bag." But little did he know, I didn't study at all. I didn't look into it. I barely knew the topic. I remember it was like some World War II. We were discussing like weapons and like tactics and stuff. And honestly, the most research I did was like I slapped together some photos on the thing, Googled, hey, what did they do in World War II to fight and stuff, and then I was like, okay, I got this. And this is my best friend, so he knew when I'm saying, oh, it's in the bag, whatever. It's kind of like, oh, I didn't do anything, but I'll wing it. So he was obviously stressing out for a good reason, and it worked great. Like he was prepared for his portions, like his slides and stuff that we agreed on earlier. I kind of skipped over that part, made it sound like we went in blind. But no, we had an idea of what slides we were going on for, but he knew that I didn't rehearse or anything beforehand. So when we went and we did it, when we presented, it was just kind of like, okay, we're done. And when we sat back down, we were like, yo, that went really smooth. What the hell? And then I should probably wrap things up because the gameplay's ending. But yeah, it went smooth. We got the grade back from the teacher, and it was just it was a really good mark. I don't remember what it was. I want to say we aced it, but yeah, from then on, it's in the bag was just kind of a joke that we used to tell each other, and it was something we would do like before tests or presentations again. But yeah, there's like a hand signal with it. You make a bag with one arm, stick the other one in. It's in the bag, and it's just something funny. I don't know how we ended here, but I'm glad we did. Brings back some memories. So yeah, that's how I'm gonna carry out these podcasts. Just gonna sit down, think of something random, and run with it. So I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a like. And I'll see you in my next video. Peace.